Hey guys, just thought that I would give you guys a run through of the Google Drive folder that is pretty much the foundation of all the materials and resources for the team. So as you're going to receive in the email that accompanies this is this link to the drive, so you're going to click enter, and this is the home page of the drive. So as you can see, the first things you see are the presentation, the syllabus, the constitution, and an overview. So if you click on the presentation, this is kind of just like an information session, full presentation on the trip that outlines why you're doing it, the overview, and along with some helpful statistics that can help you with company sponsorship, as well as communicating your message to a larger audience, like these two numbers right here. It'll also outline kind of the trip in its entirety, and it includes kind of the what's included, what's not included, which can be helpful, along with the optional fundraising plans, and a little bit of an overview of the charity. So if you're ever looking to communicate kind of what you're fundraising for, you can just breeze through these slides, and this is a very good overview on what Pencils of Promise is, like these three statistics right here, along with just helpful tips on how to incorporate Pencils of Promise within your own fundraising campaign, which is awesome. And then there's a sign-up link at the bottom, just in case if you have some friends that are interested in joining, you can just send them over the presentation and tell them to go to the bottom. So that's the presentation. And then if you go here, this is the syllabus. And within the syllabus, it just talks about our roles. If you ever have problems with your iGiving page, or you're just struggling to kind of communicate with Choose a Challenge, then this is the support line, and they're always willing to help, and they're always super helpful in terms of emails. This is our charity representative, Molly. You have her email here. She's an awesome person to talk to, so definitely reach out to her if you have any struggles with fundraising and you just need some overall tips and advice. And then this is my information as well, and then some just overview, basic introduction, like the structure and so on. So one thing that we're going to add as our team develops is an administrative team. And if this is something that is of interest to you, then you are more than welcome to reach out to me if you have interest in, say, social media or treasury. Then you can go above and beyond with this club and help out on the administrative team, which would also look awesome. So something to note on the fundraising syllabus is you have startup assignments, you have important date assignments, and this is mainly just an overview on if you'd like a little bit more structure in your fundraising guide, and you want to make sure that you're hitting all of the right points at the right time, so you don't get overwhelmed at the end fundraising a huge amount. Then this is a nice, helpful template to follow, to like checkpoints, to where you should be at certain times, and specific trip-related things that Choose a Challenge would communicate with you, like travel insurance. So this would be cool to give a run through, and just you're welcome to like modify this, add this any way you want, like on a separate document, so that you can kind of have a little bit more structure on your fundraising goal, and then you can even set your own deadline so that, say, you reach it before like February 1st, and that way you don't have to worry about fundraising in the months leading up to your trip, which is really awesome. And then, yep, so these are just a couple tips, like plan your next 4 to 6 weeks out on how you're going to fundraise. Be a front loader, try to really get as much done as you can at the beginning so you don't have to worry about an end and like fundraising off campus. Just a bunch of helpful tips to really make sure you drive your fundraising home and get to your mark as soon as possible and as effective as possible with the least amount of like stress and worry for you. It also talks about trip deferrals if you're looking to postpone your trip to another date or transfer to a different fundraising plan. This is all within the fundraising syllabus, which is right on the homepage. We also have our constitution. If this is something that is of interest to you, you want to give it a read through. We are going to be implementing this as an official club in the first couple weeks of October, so this will be the constitution that dictates the club. If you want to give that a read through, we're more than happy to discuss how you'd like your viewpoints to be incorporated within the constitution, and we can get those included. And then an overview, which is pretty much the same as the syllabus, and that's just extra. If you're looking to incorporate kind of our team events that we've done in the past, and you'd like to show that this is an organization that's legitimate and has already done previous things in the past, these are the events that we've accomplished so far. The pizza party and the pitch practice, that was just team-based, but then we were able to go to Chipotle and host a information session there, as well as kind of an event night. And then we were also able to do the same thing at Five Guys, which was very rewarding. And then upcoming, this is something that I just reached out to Milkshake Factory, and they were more than happy to support my efforts in getting this out, which is awesome. So then we have game night here that'll be populated tonight when you guys come over, which is awesome. So that's in the team events section, and then if you go to kind of recruitment material, this just goes over a little bit more ideas, more along the lines of recruitment. You guys don't really need to dive too deep into this. That's mainly just for the information session and some helpful presentations that, yeah, not too important. But Pencils of Promise is a little bit more important. Pencils of Promise, this folder has a lot more information regarding like our fundraising plans, as well as a cover letter for partnerships. So this is a template that one of our members made for like Dunkin' Donuts, and you're welcome to use this and modify this based on your page and what you'd like to say. But this would help in terms of if you're trying to get an event night for, say, like Mario's or, you know, like Fuku Tea. This is something that you'd be able to give to the manager so that they have like a physical copy of what you're trying to communicate, which is awesome. And then we also have a fundraising calendar, so kind of the same as the fundraising syllabus. This is a fundraising calendar, and this is like a helpful check-in on kind of where you should be, and if you're falling behind, how can you get back on track? And if you're going ahead, that's awesome. How can you keep your momentum and keep it going? And me and Molly would be happy to talk to you more about like organizing your fundraising calendar to like eliminate the stress and the worry of having to balance that in school, which is awesome. Also, something to note is this folder right here is our company matching resources, which is just some resources that I compiled together based on past trips. This is a really cool Kickstarter campaign that a member from the Mount Everest Base Camp did, and it's almost like a Kickstarter where people donate a certain amount of money, and then she, say, includes your name and your company logo on a t-shirt that she wears at the top if you donate $200. So I thought that was very, very creative, and that can totally be used in any shape or form how you'd like to implement that. I also have a list of like top 20 gift matching companies, and you can go through here, and if you have a connection or if you have some sort of way to get in and communicate this club and your journey, your fundraising campaign to them, then I highly recommend reaching out and see if they can match, if not all, at least part of every donation you receive from, say, like families or friends. And that way, if you receive a $500 donation from like your uncle, then that's matched up to like 500, and boom, you're already a sixth of the way there, which is totally awesome. So that's that, and then here's like a little bit of a bigger overview match directory, kind of organized by alphabet if you weren't able to connect with any of the top 20 matching companies. And you're more than welcome to look through this and see if any of these companies like speak to you and have like a personal connection. And that's within the Pencils of Promise page, and the extra resources are, yeah, just another overview. Nothing too big, just some small stuff. Administration, that's mainly just administrative stuff that deals with like emails and communication, and if you are interested in pursuing a deeper role within this organization, then definitely let me know, and we can make your own folder for you, and then you can just have that as your main kind of like segue to communicating your position to the rest of the team. And then we have our Mount Kilimanjaro folder, which is created by Choose a Challenge, so it's kind of like locked, but you're able to access videos of like past hikers, as well as kind of like the overall briefing pack. So pretty much just like a run through of the trip, kind of what you're looking for. This is actually an updated one, so I haven't even seen this one. So this would be good to look through to just get a better feel for kind of what to expect, and do's and don'ts and travel advice and all that fun stuff. So definitely take a look at that briefing pack within the Kilimanjaro folder. And then an information pack that's kind of the same thing, just the 2019. Yep, I would say whenever you have a chance, just give that a run through just to get a really deep understanding of the trip and what it entails and kind of how to set yourself up for success. So something cool to note is within the Kilimanjaro folder, if you go into photos, and you go to like 2019, these are pictures that other groups have taken, and if you're more than welcome to use these to kind of communicate your message. I know it looks super exciting, but if you want to use some media that has already been used by other groups, like what it's like to trek on a team, and you like to incorporate that in your fundraising campaign, then you are more than welcome to grab some of these photos out of the Kilimanjaro Photos 2019-2018 folder. And other than that, there's some blogs that I believe, kind of stories that past adventurers have created, like what to wear to the airport and your essential tracking packing list. And this is just like a deeper run through on preparing for this trek. And then it talks about personal stories, so I would take a look at the Mount Kilimanjaro ones. If you're interested in looking at the other ones, they have those as well. And just a couple fun stories, like enjoying the little things, how to really, this is by Ben, this is our main point person, and just a couple tips on how to really enjoy this trip, not just for the hike, but also for the overall experience itself. So he talks about how he brought water, a ton of it, and he also brought like electrolytes, to bring your own toilet paper. That's key. I never would have thought that. And then hand sanitizer, all this fun stuff to just make sure that, snacks are big time. I might actually read this right after the recording. Just to enjoy this trip for more than just hiking the mountain, but for actually like the overall experience. And other than that, that is the overall run through of the Google Drive. I have that link posted within this email, and hopefully I'm able to get this video to you. And I'm definitely open for any questions that you guys have. So shoot me over a text if you watched it all the way through, because I'll give you Pencils of Promise pencil if you reach out to me saying that you watched it all the way through. Okay, thanks guys.